We're going live. Hey, Dominic.
We live yet?
Hey, Dominic.
We should be live.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Just waiting for that notification. And no, I still haven't got it. So that's hilarious. Come on, Jesus. In your own time. I still haven't got it.
There we go.
And away we go.
Hey, nobody there yet? How come where's AD? Oh, Corey's there. All right.
I'm still waiting for that chat. Oh, there's Corey.
Still got
Okay.
one flashing yellow light yet.
God,
Ugh.
oh, they're coming out thick and fast. 4 people in the space of a minute. Okay, Corey, Russell, Bill, Jonathan.
Hey,
Mark.
there, right. Hey, Bill, all the way from Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Yes,
Russell. Hey, guys.
our Canadian contingent here.
Yeah. Well, the dogs have already been fed. I've been fed.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now all we need to do is pin it and we're ready to go for the day. And yes, we're done. Okay then. So we can sit back and enjoy. So what's been happening? Anything
Pretty much
exciting?
all set up now.
So how come you got headphones on tonight?
Me?
Yeah.
Because I'm out.
He's been wearing headphones quite a bit.
I don't know why I didn't know.
It depends. It depends. If I'm out, I'll wear headphones, but if I'm at home, no headphones. Just easier to hear.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it definitely is.
It is easier to hear when you're out in a large, food court sort of setup.
Yeah.
But if I'm at home, it's easy to hear.
Yes.
AZ, you're late.
Hey, D, yeah, you're late. What's happening
You're
here?
late.
Well, no, it's still working. Okay. All right.
The Mark Barker, Paul, is just about 2 miles south of the Black River, headed north.
Which one? Oh,
Heading
the
north. The Mark W. Barker.
Mark one. Okay, the new one.
Yep. But this continual rain keeps me away from the river.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, kind of miserable though.
Mm.
I don't see it changing all that much. It's going to go up and down a little bit, but I think we're kind of locked into several patterns going to follow themselves.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Z, good evening. Jonathan Jackson, what's up with you, my friend?
Yeah.
What's up, fam? You can come and join us.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, join your family here on live.
Yeah, Sheila went home about 2 o'clock. So
Yeah. So you're back to batching it.
yeah, me and the girls.
Yeah.
I think I can run that down through that little hole. Now. Okay, gonna try. Hope that resistor will go down through there.
Oh, Jonathan's on the grill. He says give him a few minutes and he'll pop in.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
On the grill. I had I took some of that bent roast venison. I took the meat slice and cut it all up in nice thin strips. Had a couple of like hot beef sandwiches or whatever with it.
Yeah. You share a few of the scraps with the kiddos, did you?
Oh yeah, I never forget them. Problem is they want more.
Mia's gotten hooked on turkey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
'Cause I got a couple. My friend brought me. I don't know, but it was a turkey and it was cooked, and I sliced it up. And then what I do is then when I go to put her some of it in her food, I'll cut it up real small little pieces and put it in her food. She thinks she died and went to heaven.
Mm.
That where to go? There it is. Oh, do it. This way. Can you guys see that? Huh? You got
Put up
light. I got light flashing on it. And I told yes. Okay, rule around twos.
Dave, have you ever gotten into model railroads at all or anything?
Oh, when we were little, we had it.
Yeah,
but,
when I was young, yeah.
well, got to be big time, a lot of money. So
Oh yeah.
What hobby doesn't?
What hobby? That's exactly right. You know, it's look at the price of drones, you know.
Mm.
I
Doesn't
see.
matter what hobby you're in.
Yeah, no matter what hobby you do, you're gonna make it run into caught. You know, is that
Tim
yeah.
Jackson's here. Hey Tim,
Hey, Tim.
how goes it? It must be early in the morning over there.
8:05. 8:05
8:05
Monday
a.m.,
morning.
huh?
Yep.
Tim, are you going to work today or is you got a day off?
I think he was out. I think he was driving to work
Oh, was he?
when he
Okay.
was on. Yeah, when he typed in Laura's chat.
Yeah.
That was 6:30. 5:30 his time.
You know. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I just turned on the football game on
Yep.
CBS, which is Carolina and Tampa Bay, and it is
Mhm.
coming down. Cats and dogs raining.
Oh no.
Yeah. What do you want? I stack, but I'll cut that one dry. Oh, nice. Oh,
Well, the Lions won. It was a nail biter right to the end.
yeah.
So Gitchy should be happy.
Yep.
Tim said he's been at work since 6:30 this morning.
Oh,
Hello,
Curtis
Curtis.
is working on his rock and roll Christmas song.
And that's his breaking news.
A San Francisco Eagles game.
Oh, okay. Let me check. Oh. Oh. Oh, scoring?
Yeah, it's 6-0, Gitchy, right?
In the second quarter, though.
Yeah.
That's what you call low scoring. Eagles will win that.
What's this for an imaginary at Paul Epic Christmas special?
Yeah.
No. Oh, Santa got drunk on Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gitchy's cheering for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, nobody likes the 49ers.
Well, you can't
Same
say
goes with
nobody,
Dallas.
but usually the further east you get in the country,
Yeah, it's we've got a similar situation here. There's always one or two teams that people hate. And if you barrack the one team, it doesn't mean you hate everyone else. There's just certain teams that you have to hate.
Curtis says it sounds like a ZZ Top song.
Yeah.
They are the Lions competition. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, Gitchy.
Mm. Yeah.
But it was a nail biter today for the Lions, wasn't it? They started off, the Lions were ahead like 21-0. And they came back and had a couple of plays hadn't happened the way they did, the other team would have won.
Mm. Exactly, Tim. I'm not really a 49ers fan either, so. Oh, Curtis has got his breaking news coming up.
What else have we got? 32.
Yeah, Gitchy, I think you're right. What I don't understand, Gitchy, is whoever calls the plays, sending those guys right up the middle and get smacked down within a yard of the. I don't get it. Instead of going around and using the outside or passing more, nope.
Yeah, well, oh, Curtis's Leaning Tower of Pisa is about to finally fall over after 1,000
Oh, really?
years.
Is that on the news, Curtis?
Okay, I'll go and have a look at that.
Um,
Hello, Lynn.
Hey, Lenny.
Hey, Lynn.
Lynn, how you doing? After 1,000 years, wow. Huh.
Oh, okay. So here's the story.
Mm.
I'll screen share it. The one that you're familiar with, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, is not the one they're talking about.
Yeah,
They're
it's the
talking,
other
they're
one.
talking about this one, where this tower is leaning over.
The other leaning tower.
Yep. This one right here.
Oh, yeah.
Authorities in Italian city of Bologna,
Bologna.
Bologna have
Oh,
cordoned off the 12th century tower over fears that it could collapse. Well, it's still old. It's 12th century.
Garasenda. Yeah. It's not as famous as the other one, but
The two towers. There it shows the original tower, and then this one is the one that's leaning.
SNL and Garasenda.
There's a picture.
Mm.
So that's the towers.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Italy, of course, I don't get around much. I didn't know Italy had more than one leaning tower that was talked about.
Yeah. Yeah. It has. Being Italian myself. Mm. Yep, it is.
Oh, Lynn's been there.
Yeah. I've been.
Yeah, Lynn used to, she and her buddies used to tour all around Italy when she was stationed overseas. She lived in Italy.
I've still got relatives over there.
Okay, Gitchy, you have a good evening too, and keep watching the games.
Well, technically speaking, it is a leaning tower, not the leaning tower.
Yeah, it is a lead.
It's-
Yep.
Yeah. It's a leaning tower, whereas the leaning tower with the capital L.
Well, when they were built,
yeah,
they didn't. The engineers didn't understand the shifting down below very far.
yeah, 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 yeah. And they probably didn't realize it was going to last for 1,000 or so years.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, this weather's got me sneezing.
Mm. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought hay fever was that much prevalent in winter.
Well,
I know
I
over
never
here-
I never had this until I turned about 45 or 50.
Mm.
Now I get watery eyes.
Yeah.
Nose.
It seems to be age related, I reckon. Because I never got it until probably about 10 years, last 10 years. And here comes Joe.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
Good evening.
Joe's here. The veterans like Lynn were just discussing and telling us about, and Curtis, about the other leaning tower
A leaning
in
tower of
Bologna,
Pisa in
Italy,
Bologna.
Bologna. Okay.
Bologna.
I had some bologna this morning.
It's
I
it's
think
it's it's in danger of collapsing.
Well, Bologna
not
is famous. Well, Bologna is famous for a spaghetti sauce. Mm. So what's new, Joe?
Gitchy should
Anything
be happy.
exciting?
Yeah, Gitchy's happy. She was sweating the game.
Yeah.
I tell you, they pulled one out because the Saints should have won that game. Quarterback wouldn't have went down. You know, and that's the third time that Carr's been knocked out this season. Third time that Winston's come in, and Winston can't hit the guy. The guys are wide open. He throwing them behind him.
Mm.
You know, it's ridiculous. You know, they had all the momentum going when Carr went down, and they still had the momentum going. And when, I was saying, just keep Hill in. Just let Hill do his thing because Hill's been playing with him. Winston has not been playing, so he's not on the same page.
Yeah.
And he missed two wide open receivers within the 15-yard line.
Mm.
So it's like,
Hey, Brian.
but I told us y'all when he threw that pass, the first pass it was almost picked. I said, y'all gonna win.
Mm. But a win's a win. Doesn't matter how you win it. You muted yourself, Joe. Hello, Laura.
Hello,
Sorry.
Dominic. Laura.
I said, if we would have won, I would have came on with a Tyson Hill
Yeah.
jersey and a Camara grill.
Yeah.
Well, what's the deal, Joe? The announcers talked about that Hill, the quarterback, the original one that was on there before he got whopped.
Yeah, that was Carr.
Yeah, people don't like him down there. They were booing him.
We don't like him. He came in and we're so used to Drew Brees, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
But he came in and he's really not that. He's a good quarterback, but he makes some bad decisions. But Winston is worse.
Mm.
You know, it's like, I think the bottom line, I think this is going to be the coach's last year. They gave Dennis Allen 2 years. I don't think he's going to get a third. And they should have never let Sean Payton go to Denver. Should have grabbed him back.
The news media made some comment about what's that first quarterback's name again?
Carr, Derek Carr.
Carr made some kind of comments on the news and also on internet that they didn't give a damn about what anybody thought about him because those people don't matter to him, and so that just blew up.
Well, let me tell you about New Orleans. You better care about what the fans think. You know, it's like, I can remember when Archie Manning was playing, he was supposed to come to a church function just to sign some autographs. And he didn't show up. He, for some reason, didn't show up. And the next place that he went to, people didn't go get autographs from him. They gave him all kind of trash about not going the way he was supposed to go.
Wow. So they're pretty much community there.
Oh, this is a football team.
You either
This is a football community.
Embrace the fans or your history, right?
It's
right.
the same. It's the same in our game.
Right.
It's a tribal thing. Your team matters more than anything in Australia. It matters more than religion. It matters more than everything. Our football here is our religion. So, and people get so passionate about it. And if their team isn't doing well and they feel they should be, then, and I'll give you an example. A couple of years ago, some of the fans organised a dump truck load of horse manure to be put on the steps of the training venue, so that the coach and the rest of the people couldn't get in. That's yeah. I'm not being. Yeah, it was. They dumped a load of horse manure, and because they were unhappy with what was going on. So that's, and the other one is when where people are sending videos of microwaving the little plastic memberships we get. They put it in the microwave and they turn it on, and it goes to fire, and they send it to the club when they're pissed off. So we've got some pretty hardcore fans here then.
Well, when the Saints are playing away and they win and they're on a winning streak, when they come in at the airport, the road that leads out of the airport, they'll have fans 2 and 3 deep. It might be 2 o'clock in the morning cheering them in, when they come in. And the team knows it, because even when they're winning and really playing, like getting to the playoff type, you can see that they'll be hanging out their windows with the team and everything. It's just, everybody's just trying to be one big family. But I'll tell you something funny. About 4 years ago, it was before COVID. Drew Brees bought into a restaurant chain, Jimmy John's, and he bought into it and he promoted it. And right down the street, they opened one. And so he was coming out with WWL Radio, which is the voice of the Saints. And I've broadcasted on there before. So I know all the people there, and I know Drew from taking pictures. And it was funny. He was signing autographs. So I went over there just to get a picture of him with the WWL crew. I didn't even bring my camera. I shot it with the phone, because I didn't want to just be really conspicuous in all of this. So I just, I'm shooting and everything. And he comes over and he's talking to me, and he's taking pictures with all the fans and signing autographs. And he walks over and we're talking for about 3 or 4 minutes. And he goes, "You want to get a picture with me?" And I said, "No." I said, "No." And he stopped and he looked at me and he went, "What?" I said, "I've taken pictures with you before." I said, "We're good." I said, "I'll get another picture with you eventually." But it was just the way I said. Everybody kind of turned and looked like, "You don't want a picture with Drew Brees?"
Yeah,
I've been there.
It's the same. It's the same here. I'm pretty much in with, because I've got my football team top on at the moment, and it's much the same with that. Because once you're really in the part of the inner sanctum, and other people see you, and they say, "Oh, you're chatting to such and such, or you're doing this, or you're doing that," and other people thinking, "Oh, well, he must be pretty high up." But no, it's a very thick community here. You get in, and if you're part of the sort of like the hardcore members, you get not necessarily privileged, but you get the word amongst filters down, basically. And because I don't know, mate, I only watch NFL, so I don't know as much of going to the games or knowing what it's like to be at the games. So
Mark,
I can
why
see that there is that hardcore. There, I can see there is a real hardcore element to it.
Well, yeah. At one point in time, I was shooting on the sidelines for the Saints, and it was like it became so political on the sidelines. And I'm not the one that at the end of the game, I've seen our photographers for the paper run out there and try to get in the middle, be pushing people out the way to get pictures when the 2 quarterbacks are shaking hands. I'll stand from a distance with my zoom lens and get the same shot. Why do I have to run out there and make myself look like an idiot? Then they look at you out there in their way and bothering them. And then eventually they're not going to want you to take your picture. But the NFL is so strict, they've got a line on the sideline. If I go shoot the game, you got to be on your knee. You can't stand.
Yep.
You got to be on your knees or sitting down. Now that puts you vulnerable, because if somebody's coming your way, you can't get out the way fast enough.
Exactly.
That's
happened many a time where one of our players has actually collided with a photographer. We've had it.
Yeah, college,
2 or 3
you
times.
could stand. you can stand or kneel, and same thing with high school. I stand. I'm not I'm slow enough standing, getting out the way. I'm not about to try to roll out the way.
And
But
considering our grounds are circular and yours are rectangular, at least you might be able to hide in one of those little corners. But here, there are
Right.
no real corners.
and then, like I said, the NFL's got a line that, like the same thing in all. You can see the line on the field. They give us a certain distance. We have to be out the way of the officials. But if we're standing there and we take a half a step over that line, somebody will walk up and pull us back from the
Yeah, we
NFL.
have security guards around.
Oh yeah, a security guard will come up and go, and I got to wear a vest out there that says NFL, and I've got to say that I'm approved, and they'll walk up and just pull me back.
Accredited. Yeah,
like,
here it's I think it's a blue one, and it says accredited media, and you've got to have your pass on you
Right.
as well. Because I know someone that does that.
But it's like I got to the point where even if they would have gone to the Dome this week, and next week, and we'd have played in the Superdome for the state championship, I'd have had to put on all the crap. My name was already put in for it. I would have had to put on everything and be out there and had to watch that line because they'll have NFL, they'll have security from Superdome out there, and they're really strict on it. And you can only push them so far, and they'll tell you, "Come on," and they'll yank you out in a quick minute. But I've been doing this too long to have to deal with politics. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Just the other night I was shooting. Ruston had the ball on the 25 trying to score a touchdown. I was standing on the 45-yard line, and I was standing on the field. I stepped out on the field to get my pictures because I wanted to make sure if it came on my side, I didn't have a coach or somebody getting an arm in the way. And if something happens, I just step off the field. But nobody tells me anything because I've been doing it so long. They know. I've actually had a guy last year pick up a fumble and start running down the field, and I was about 2 yards out in the field, and the official was pointing at me. I shot my 3 or 4 pictures of him and then stepped off the field, and he came up to me. The official came up to me and he said, "I figured you were going to stay right there, so I wasn't worried about you." He said, "But knowing you, I knew you were going to get out of our way." But they didn't tell me anything else. He said, "Only because it's you." That's how he put it.
And because our game is a really fast action game, and you can go from one end of the ground to the other in the space of 10 seconds, it's really hard to get out of the way, especially if you're going around the boundaries and people are running at their full pace.
Oh yeah.
But it would be pretty hard because I've actually sat in what you would call the dugout. We call it the bench. If you sit there, you can see a different perspective of the game if you're sitting up high.
We had the yearbook staff and the media staff for Mandeville. They had a whole new crew out there this year, and there's this one girl. She would come out, and she looks like she might be either a freshman or a sophomore, like in her first or second year. And she's real young, and she gets down and she sits on the ground, and she'll sit on the ground and get right next to the field. And I looked over at her and I said, "Darling, listen to me. Somebody runs this way, you're gonna get really hurt. You need to back up just a little bit and I'll tell you when to move," like that. Because this difference in the speed in high school, college, and pros is night and day. It's really crazy stuff. I tell everybody that's starting out in photography, if they're doing like junior high, you can stand there forever and you're never going to get run into. You let them run all the way up to you. That's because they're that slow. When it gets into the high school side, when it starts to fill your frame, then you got to think about, are they coming your way? When they're starting to fill the frame, when the frame's getting full, then you back out a little bit. In college, as soon as they fill that frame, you start backing out because they're going to pass you quick. Like that in the pros, you snap your pictures and be ready to move. That's how it is. Big difference.
Yep.
I've got a picture somewhere. One of the guys took maybe about 10 years ago, where there was a guy in the air in front of me reaching up, blocking the ball, another guy rolling underneath me. And I just picked up a leg and let him go underneath me.
Mm.
And then the receiver caught the ball, and everything happened right in front of me. And I was within a foot of everything, and there was no moving out the way. It just
Mm.
happened so fast. I just,
Okay,
when the
Tim,
guy hit the ground,
have a good day, buddy.
and when that guy hit the ground, I just lifted my leg and went right under me.
Mm.
But that would have hurt.
Yeah, as I said, I've seen it happen a couple of times where footballers have basically collided with the photographer, and pretty much, yeah.
Well, I got
Laura,
run
is
into
it
this year.
pretty quiet around there today without the grandkids or nieces, nephews, and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
it's really quiet here today.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we don't even hear David. That's good.
Yeah. So when are your next visitors?
Friday.
Every weekend
And-
she's got somebody.
And
Not
is
every
it?
weekend. The weekends, some weekends I'm going to be having a day off.
And is it?
No,
Who's
it's
next?
my youngest niece coming. She was
Oh,
supposed to come
okay.
this weekend, but she was ill. So I had my nephew instead.
He seems to be quiet at least.
Oh, your nephew's not that quiet, is he?
Depends if he's asleep
It's-
or not.
I was going to say it depends on who you compare it to.
Now your oldest niece, she doesn't
Yeah.
come that often, does she? Is
No,
that by her choice or your choice?
hers. She's 16.
Yeah. She's the one that was giving Justin a hard time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I liked that.
Yeah, we need more of that.
Yeah.
But I can see from your body language, you think she's a bit of a handful.
No, she's all right. Yeah. No, I've got the one that's going to be a handful on Friday.
What, more than a handful than Hannah? God.
Well, it is Hannah's little sister.
Oh, shit.
Is she like Hannah?
Worse,
Oh, really?
and she's only 6.
Oh, my.
So in 10 years' time, she's going to be a right nuisance.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine it's progressive, isn't it? You can tell the difference when she's 6 and the difference when she's 7 and when she's 8. Well, is it all because they've been taught by the sister, or is it that the parents don't care?
No, it's more what their auntie teaches them.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yep. At least you've got an excuse to yawn because it's
Yep.
getting. Yeah, it's 10:30. I've got no excuse when it's 9:30 in the morning. Can't have a nappy nap today.
Do they mind you, Lord, when you tell them to go to bed? They go to bed, or
They go to bed when I do, so if I go to bed, they go to bed.
okay? What do the
Hmm.
birds think about them?
Nothing much, it's just another visitor.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Oh. Well, it's going to be pretty warm here today. So,
Laura, is it cold there today or what?
what's your temperature check?
It's 8 degrees right now.
8 degrees.
And what's the maximum supposed to be?
I don't know. Without looking.
Okay.
Make me load the weather up.
Yeah.
Five was the minimum, 8 was the highest. So apparently 8 is the
Okay.
highest.
So you pretty much hit the maximum. Okay. All right.
Dominic, are you still warm there or?
Well, it's warming up today. It's going to be 31 Celsius or 86 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Yeah. First time in 2 weeks that we go over the average. Well, that's in Melbourne, whereas Queensland's having a heat wave. We're not. We're just having a 1 day. Hmm.
Well, I think everybody's out and about doing their own thing, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or is Monday night football too exciting
Yeah, I
tonight?
was say football's on.
There's football on 2 or 3 channels.
Oh, okay.
What's football?
Sunday night football, I meant to say.
Sunday
Wow.
night football.
Yeah.
We're not talking about soccer, Paul.
Yeah.
Talking about NFL.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm not into sports. The closest thing I come to sports was falling out of an airplane. So, or NASCAR, but that's all done now too. I think I didn't even watch it hardly at all this year.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll make an electric version of it. Yeah, well, Sunday is a good day for sport.
Yeah.
Our sports are on Saturdays,
Yeah.
Saturdays and Sundays, and the occasional Friday night. So just depends on which season and which sport we're talking about, really. It can be.
Yeah.
Well, we're currently getting ready for the cricket season to start, so and that goes for another 3 months.
So what's your game plan for today, Dominic?
I've got to get myself a bit of lunch, and then I go and see Paul on Wedge and Big's channel.
What time do
Then-
they come on?
What time? 8 p.m. Eastern,
Okay.
which is 12 lunchtime mine, and then Uncle Bill's on at 10.
Okay.
And then when that finishes,
So if
I get to
we
do
close
my
down
own
at 6 o'clock, there was going to be others following us. Captain Joe, you
Yeah.
get around to some of the channels, don't you?
2
Yeah,
hours.
the next one after you today would be Wedge and Big, and then Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing between 6 and 7.
Mm.
Well, Laura might go live between 6
I've
and
already been live.
I know you have. I thought maybe you'd do a reset.
No.
Because yeah, 6 and 7. Yeah.
Mia's over on the couch having a dream because her tail's going boom, 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 boom.
I got 2 down here, right here. There's a
I
bed
left my
sized enough for 1 dog, but there's 2 on it.
I left my 2 at home because they were absolutely creating havoc. So I don't want any distractions. They whinge and whine all the time.
Usually I have three of them laying right next to me down here. I got one eating food and the other one over in a chair.
Oh, good. Hmm.
And that one in the chair, he's got a upper respiratory thing going right now.
Hmm.
And I'm giving him Mucinex about 3 times a day.
Mhm.
And it's clearing up a little bit, but it's still terrible.
Is he like wheezing or?
No, he's just got that cough, you know. He tries to balk and like that, real bad.
I hate it when our pets are in distress and we try to help them, but
Mm.
Well, I don't think he's got any distress going. It's like you having, like when you have a cough and you're trying to clear your throat. That's what he's doing. Because he walking around like everything's fine, and all of a sudden something will loosen up, and then he got to cough a little bit. And the vet has said that he's fine.
Yeah. You see out the western states right now, they got some virus for dogs right now out there. They're trying to figure out.
Right.
They're telling people not to go to dog parks and all that stuff. Could your dog could pick it up, right? So,
Right. They haven't been around anybody else, but here.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I don't go to dog parks. Yeah.
well, what's with the they're concerned about young children now having some kind of virus or
There's
Yeah,
so
there's
many
always
things
something.
going around at the moment.
Well, they say only
Always something.
kids or something. Yeah, I heard something about it.
well, and then somebody said, they're talking about the dog virus and they wondered if it wasn't a strain of whatever that is.
Yeah.
Mm.
all I know is I did a flu shot about a month ago, and after I did the flu shot, I've been feeling bad since.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't get all those shots.
Only when it's necessary.
Yeah, as you can tell from this picture, it is murky and yucky out there.
Mm. Exact opposite here.
It's the kind of weather where you just want to kick back in a chair and take a nap.
Yep.
Yep.
I can understand that.
We're supposed to have good weather the next couple of days. It's going to be in the 60s,
Oh,
which is good. I've got tomorrow at 3 o'clock about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm going to be doing girls soccer team pictures.
Mm.
That's always fun. That about 45 girls, and we're out on a football field, and we shoot them real quick.
Yeah.
But I mean, every girl got to come up. Can I see it? Do I look good? All of this. It's like I'll tell them, go away, just keep going. I don't want to shoot more than 1 or 2 pictures. If it looks good to me, it's going to be good. And then sometime later in the week, I've got boys basketball, their team pictures, because now the boys that played football will be back with the basketball team. And that's what he was waiting on. But I was ready for football to be over with, because it's just when you get this deep into the playoffs, it's just so many extra weeks. It starts to wear you out a little bit.
yeah.
Final count on the 2023 Skipper football season, 11,413 pictures.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of pictures.
The the people that pay me, all the parents that pay me separately for the Action Digital Club, their picture count was 20,114.
Whoa.
That's because some of them get double pictures. I might have two people in the same shot, but that comes out to 20,114 pictures. Now I've got to go through and I got 26 people, burn them onto a disc, make the labels.
You got your work cut out for you.
Well, that's still, it's going to be fun because I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to do the labels. Because none of my PCs right now have a DVD burner, but I bought one. Yeah, I bought one. It's a burner. I just have to make sure it burns it right.
Yep.
If
Yeah,
not, I'm gonna tell them
get the
download them.
Good quality. Yeah.
Well, if it comes down to it, I have the other Apple. I could with the DVD burner on it if I have to do it. I haven't done anything with that one. I'll boot it up just to burn the DVDs.
Ah. Well, gang, I think I'm going to call it.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Everybody, thanks for being here. Laura, Dominic,
Later down.
No.
No worries.
Hey,
Paul, I'll see you in the morning, right?
yep, I'll be here in the morning. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Everybody, you take care, and we'll see all of you again later. And don't
Okay.
forget what time is Wedge and Big on? 8
8
o'clock?
p.m.
8
p.m.
p.m.
Eastern.
followed by Uncle Bill at 10.
blessing, dude.
At 10 p.m. Yep, that's
Open that
correct.
door.
Okay.
Right.
All right. We'll see ya.
Yep, see you
Bye.
guys.
Yep. Bye for now.
Yep.